Build your own AI operating system. Free 7-layer blueprint plus infinite context memory. What if you've been using AI completely wrong this whole time? Not a little wrong. Like, fundamentally, structurally wrong. What if every time you open ChatGPT or Claude in your browser, you're leaving 90% of the value on the table? What if the top operators aren't just using better prompts? What if they built something you haven't seen yet? Hey, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie. Help people learn AI and actually use it to build real things. And in this video, I'm going to show you something that changes how you think about AI tools forever. By the end, you'll understand exactly what an agent OS is, why the browser tab approach is keeping you stuck, and how to build one from scratch. 7 layers, no SaaS subscriptions required. Stay with me, because the third layer is where everything changes. Let me start with a story. In early 2024, Julian had a massive SaaS stack. Refs, Phrase, Midjourney, ChatGPT Plus, Claude Pro, Labs. And every single morning, he'd open 14 browser tabs, one for each tool, and start copy-pasting context between them. 14 tabs, every prompt starting from zero. Every time he opened Claude, he'd have to re-explain his business, his niche, his voice, his customers, 20 times a day. Because the tools didn't talk to each other. They didn't know anything about him. They were just chat boxes. Sound familiar? Here's the thing most people don't realize. The problem isn't the tools. The tools are incredible right now. The problem is that you're using them like isolated hammers instead of wiring them into a system. And that's the difference between someone who gets decent output from AI and someone who has AI finishing entire projects while they sleep. Julian tried fixing this 9 times. 9 different attempts at building something better. Most of them were just more tools nailed to other tools. Still no shared memory, still no unified dashboard, still no way for one agent to handwork to another. The 10th attempt was different. He stopped asking, which AI tool should I use for this? Started asking, what would an operating system for AI agents actually look like? That question changed everything. An agent OS isn't a product you buy. It's a system you build. 7 layers stacked in order, each one feeding the next. Let's break it down. Layer 1 is your foundation, hardware and your dev environment. And here's the first thing that will surprise you. You don't need a powerful machine. The whole agent OS runs on a budget laptop because the heavy lifting happens in the cloud through APIs. Your machine is just the dashboard. You need Node.js, Git, a code editor, and a free Saturday afternoon. Layer 2 is memory. This is the one most people skip, and it is the single highest return layer you can build. Without it, every AI conversation starts cold. You re-explain your business. You re-explain your voice. You re-establish context that should already exist. The fix is Obsidian. It's free, plain markdown files stored on your own machine, and you wire it to every AI agent using something called MCP, Model Context Protocol. Once that's in, every agent you talk to automatically reads your vault first. They know your business. They know your voice. You stop re-explaining yourself forever. Julian has over 1,500 notes in his vault right now, and every agent in his stack reads from it automatically. Layer 3 is the brain. This is where you choose your models, Al Alpha, Claude, Grok, Gemini, and route them based on the job. Al Alpha on OpenRouter has 1 million tokens of context and native tool use. That's your default brain for almost everything. You wrote Claude in for reasoning heavy work, Grok for multimodal tasks, Gemini when you're feeding massive amounts of data. You swap brains as new ones come out. The architecture stays the same. Layer 4 is agents. This is where models get tools, memory, and the ability to actually act. The difference between a chatbox and an agent is that an agent can read files, write files, call APIs, and hand tasks to other agents. Julian runs 5 in his stack. Hermes is the conductor. Open source handles planning and tool calls. OpenClaw is the always-on assistant that keeps a record of every single thing any agent has built. Codex handles automation and goal mode, where an agent runs a full objective hands-off while you're away. Anti-Gravity runs on Google's Gemini. Free Claude Code routes the full Claude Code experience through whatever model you want. Start with Hermes and OpenClaw. Add the others as you grow. Now here's where things get genuinely interesting. Inside the AI Profit Boardroom, Julian has packaged this entire stack into something members can drop in and run immediately. It's a full mission control source code with every agent already wired in. The studio is configured. The SEO section is live. The Kanban pipeline is ready. And there are 4 weekly coaching calls where he demos the next agent going in and answers every install question members have. If you're watching this and thinking, I want to build my own agent OS, but I don't want to spend 15 weeks figuring it out the hard way, that's exactly what the AI Profit Boardroom exists for. You get the wired version, the 30-day roadmap, over 100 prompts built specifically for this stack, and a community of operators who are already running it. Everything at iProfitBoardroom.com. Back to the layers. Layer 5 is your command center. A Next.js dashboard that lives at localhost 3737 on your machine. On the left, a sidebar of every agent. On the right, tabs for your workspace, Kanban, Studio, and Notebook. One place, one memory layer. Every agent connected. This is what turns a bunch of separate terminal windows into an actual operating system. Layer 6 is production surfaces. This is where real work actually ships. Goals tab, where Hermes and Codex run objectives hands-off. A Kanban board with 8 columns, triage, outline, draft, visuals, review, publish, index, repurpose, with multiple agents moving cards in parallel. A Studio tab powered by Grok for images, videos, and voice. Dedicated SEO section. A Notebook tab integrated with Notebook LM. And a workspace with 13 typed buckets, where every output any agent has ever produced lives, previews, and is searchable. This could be used to run the entire content production pipeline for the AI Profit Boardroom. Drop a topic into triage on Monday, and by Friday, the AI Profit Boardroom Kanban has fully drafted pieces, cover images from Studio, voiceovers, and a repurpose plan, all without anyone touching it until the review column. The AI Profit Boardroom consistently ships content without the team being the bottleneck. Layer 7 is the loop. This is the one most people never build, which is why their system is exactly as powerful on day 100 as it was on day 1. It never compounds. Every output your agents produce gets written back to your Obsidian vault. Every blog post, every goal completion, every Studio render. It all flows back as structured notes. Tomorrow, every agent starts smarter than today. Brand voice tightens automatically. Internal linking happens automatically. The system gets smarter every single day you use it. That's the moat nobody else can copy. 3 things that might be holding you back. You might be thinking, I'm not technical enough. You're not building from scratch. Most agents install with a single terminal command. The technical bar is, can you copy and paste something into a terminal? That's it. You might be thinking, AI tools change too fast. This will be outdated. The models change. The tools change. The 7 layers don't. Foundation, memory, brain, agents, command, production, loop. That architecture stays. New agent that ships plugs into the system you already built. Here's the 30-day roadmap. Week 1, foundation and memory. Install Node, Git, Obsidian. With 30 to 50 notes about your business and voice. Wire the MCP connection. Confirm an agent reads your vault and sounds like you. 2, brain and agents. Get on OpenRouter. Install Hermes and OpenClaw. Run your first prompt that pulls from Obsidian automatically. 3, command center. Drop in mission control. Wire both agents into the sidebar. Confirm your dashboard is live at localhost 3737. Week 4, production and loop. Enable goal mode. Set up your Kanban. Wire the Studio. Turn on the loop hooks so every output writes back to your vault. Day 30, you have a working agent OS that compounds. If you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community who are crushing it with AI. And if you're ready to skip the 15 weeks of trial and error, the wired mission control, every layer already configured, the 30-day roadmap, the weekly coaching calls, the prompts built for each agent, that's all inside the iProfit Boardroom. When you start building, you're going to hit moments where a layer doesn't connect or you're not sure which agent to reach for. The AI Profit Boardroom is where you bring those moments. Real walkthroughs, real coaching calls, real operators who've already built through the same walls. Come build with us at AIProfitBoardroom.com.